Okay, Mike's doing this because this is the right thing to do. I'm doing this because for the video. But next step is lighting. So we're gonna do lighting first so that way our videos look better. Mike wants to do lighting because that would be the logical thing to do first. Concept here is we have roughly 10-foot ceilings. That's right at the edge, whether you would do 6 or 4 bulb. I kind of roughed out our idea. We're gonna keep some of the cans in here, so we're gonna retrofit some LED cans to change the color temp a little bit. The bulbs in our fixtures, the Obsessed Garage fixtures, are 5,000 Kelvin, so they're on the bluer side. All of these are probably 2700 K incandescent traditional light bulbs. All right, so here's how they come. They come with a piece of cellophane, a couple of LED bulbs. So let's talk about layout here. All right, so we've got all these can lights. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 3 rows of 4 in here.
Yeah.
But doing 12 of our fixtures would be way too many in here.
Way overkill. So I think what we were talking about doing was doing 3 on the ends, running this way because you're gonna have cabinets here. So we'll run.
So we'll do 1
this way,
2, 3 on the very end here. So
and
up
then
here,
we'll
1, 2,
be
3.
sort of off layout. But we can do. I was thinking we can even do 2 more centered here. I can pull a can and see if I can get wiring. If there's open joists, I could run wiring, and we could run 2 more here and then retrofit all the rest of the cans.
Leave the cans in there.
Yeah. If we're going to use that as the determining factor for layout, that where that wall comes out, center won't be between these 2 cans.
Okay. So that's this room. So I think we start off with those 2, and then that'll dictate how we roll with the next one. So let's look in here.
I think you're going to realize it's a lot of light.
Yeah, I know, but I like a lot of light.
I know you do.
Okay, so in here we got 6 cans, 6
per
cans,
side.
2 skylights,
Yeah.
and then a big center window over here, right there. So we're going to leave the first.
Yep.
So number 1, leave.
Go fixture here.
Yep.
Retrofit fixture here. Retrofit fixture here.
Yeah, I think
And
that's
that'll maintain a layout.
And because of the height here, we're doing the higher volume 6 bulb lights.
Right.
So that'd be 6 fixtures in here.
That'd be 36 lamps in here. That's a lot.
Okay, now in here,
We're just going to retrofit these 4. There's 4 of them in here we can retrofit.
so that'll transform this area, just getting better lights in here. But we're not doing any of our lights. So we got 1, 2, 3. Are there any up in the hallway there?
Just 1. Yeah, that's the 4th. So there's 3 in here and 1 there.
Got it. And then in here,
Here there's 4. We're just gonna swap these for your 6 lamp.
yep. So
So there'll be
4.
24 in here.
So it'll be 4 in here.
And that's easy.
And then we have the other over here. Let's go look at that. Like, it might make sense to just do 3 in there. I normally only do 3 fixtures in a single bay.
car? Yeah. See, these run the opposite way. But see, we'd have to spin them if we were going to run them the other way. You have to turn them this way.
Yeah, but we have, there's attic access right there.
But the
pretty
problem,
well lit.
Huh? Yeah, just do 2 fixtures in here and change these out. You're going to have better light anyway.
He's not going to be doing any work or anything in here.
It's going to look nice.
Okay. And then we'll see how far we get on the project, whether we go and we might send him to go to get us white.
Yeah.
Get all new Lutron or Leviton. I'm feeling pretty good though. I feel like we got a good plan. We got everything we need.
The lighting's not going to be too bad. It's going to take a little time for the plumbing for the compressor though. We have to account for that.
Yeah.
Another day, another project. Well, I think I can get those lights done, retrofit these cans, and get all these lights done today.
All right, so we went to Home Depot. We got a bunch of stuff. We'll go over all the stuff that we need to do this. Because, if you were doing a lighting project too, you would need all the same stuff. I think it's great how yellow it is. Like, I don't even have it on auto white balance. It's just, this is how yellow it is in here right now. And so luckily we have this nifty little work table here. It's a little homemade table. So here's how they come. They come with bulbs sitting on top. This is one of the 4 bulb fixtures. And then comes with a cellophane over the reflector. which you need to take off in order to get to the wiring. Now, these are ballast free because they're LEDs, so there's no ballast. And these are single-sided bulbs.
Yeah.
So the opposite side, so that side over there is just a holder. It's just, there's no power running through that.
So we pull these out just simply because the mounting holes are back right here.
Ah, got it, okay. And it's only a single screw, so not a big deal to just pull those off.
Yep, it's easier to mount everything anyway. You're just basically mounting the can.
Yeah.
And then you just
Makes it lighter.
put everything back in and snap the lamps in.
So that you'd want if you had a box.
Right.
That was in the exact right spot.
Then that would go in there and lock into the box.
Yeah, which is highly unlikely.
Yeah. So that's it. And that can gets mounted wherever you want. So we're going to end up having to put a hole, because there's only a KO in the center and on the ends, and we're going to probably put it somewhere in here.
So we'll hold it up there, eyeball it, measure off the wall.
Right.
Once we set one, then we'll be able to set the others at the same
And then we got a hole saw. We'll punch a hole in here, and then I got plastic bushing so we don't have a wire scuffing hazard.
Yeah, I would have never done that.
What?
Plastic bushing.
You got to do plastic
I would
bushing.
just cross my fingers.
Ah.
Hope not to die. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of me standing here watching me do this. Should have brought a cameraman. Gosh, it's so dark in here.
Yeah, it is
The
dark.
camera's not giving us the camera's compensating with ISO. It's actually a lot darker in here than it looks. So is there anything special about us doing this? Are we going against code or anything by taking an old can and putting a light over that hole?
Not really. What we're doing is we're gonna take the socket. I mean, it's unique.
I mean, a lot of people might have this.
Well, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the socket, right? It's hardwired. We're going to cut the black and white off of the socket, and because we're using LED, it's drawing very little amperage. So this 18 gauge wire is more than enough. In fact, the fixture comes wired 18 gauge. So what we're going to do is take this 18 gauge. We're going to take a piece of 14 and make this a junction box, and we'll lengthen these wires, and then the fixture will mount up here. And we'll have a knockout drilled in the fixture, and then those wires will come into the fixture and wire into our tombstones. So it's pretty easy.
Okay.
And it'll be completely safe.
So I'm always nervous about that. So I guess if you kill the light switch, there's no power going there. Right?
No power. Unless somebody turns it on while I'm up here. Just to see.
It's kind of dark in here, Mike. Let me turn that on.
She likes these better than these. The lights we're putting in.
Yeah. Yeah, but we can't put 12 of those in here. It'll be like the frickin' sun.
Yeah, it would literally be.
I made that mistake in my wash bay, and I did
I
4
remember
8-bulb
that.
fixtures.
Yep.
And 32
lights on.
bulbs in there. I couldn't realize why I couldn't see at night anymore, and it was because of that. So I don't understand this whole wire thing. What are you doing?
So the wiring in there is not long enough to come into the fixture and reach this.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to make this as a pigtail to go into the recessed can, and then it'll just lengthen the wiring so that we have plenty to connect into the fixture.
Okay. So you're just going to wire nut that on there?
Wire nut that up in the other can.
Okay.
And this will be that'll be our junction box.
I like to pretend like I don't know what you're doing, so I can ask it for the camera.
Right, I know.
Pretending.
I know you know. You're the one that taught me how to do this. I'm just pretending to know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's going to be yelling at you for using 14 on this.
That's what it's
14 on the 18.
bigger. That's fine to do. That's what lights are. Lights are typically 18 gauge. House wiring's 14, so we're good.
So you just cut the little, what do they call that little Edison? You cut the little Edison.
Cut the socket off. Yeah, you cut the socket off.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
It's a good thing we got windows in here. We'd be in trouble.
I know. No, we'd have to do it hot. Oh, no big deal. Then you got, see, that's basically now the junction box.
Yeah.
And these are going to go into the fixture.
Yep. And then we're going to, the ones that don't get one of these LED fixtures, we're going to swap with a retrofit LED.
Exactly.
So you're not worried about trying to hit studs, you're gonna use toggles.
Yeah, we're using toggles anyway.
And you gotta come equidistant off the back wall there.
So there's our toggles.
We got some serious extra toggle ability here. They didn't have 3-inch.
Yeah, they didn't have 3-inch installed.
To explain the concept for those who don't know, how does this work?
So you got your drywall. You're gonna drill a hole that's the size of the toggle that's collapsed.
So what is that, 3/8?
Yeah, it's about 3/8. And you're gonna push it through the drywall, and when it does, it snaps open. Now this being the drywall, like that, as you tighten the screw, it's gonna draw the fixture up tight to the drywall. Best thing for hanging fixtures, light fixtures. You can use other anchors, but they don't, I just don't trust them.
Yeah.
So what I think I'll do, Matt, since you got the holes are off layout, I think what I'll do is drill a hole back here, centered.
That way you can center up on your hole you just measured instead of
layout.
trying to offset it an inch.
Because they're really, I mean, you don't need 4 toggle bolts to hang this fixture. It weighs nothing.
Yep.
So a single toggle in the center would be preferred anyway. Let's snap in so you don't chafe the wires.
How do you secure the toggle that doesn't spin up inside there?
As you pull down the fixture, you can pull down the fixture as you're screwing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And the toggles will grip the backside of the drywall.
I got it. Let's get this segment wired up so I can see what it looks like. I need my instant gratification. This is motivating me even more to chase some high-end, troughers or something like that. These are a solid solution for the cost. Most of these lights don't have that beveled edge there.
So they'll sit all the way flat, all the way out to the edge.
No, see all the U-shape, the channel? Most of them are just a flat edge. So like, unless you have the light perfectly balanced, they get kind of flimsy. So these are 5000K. I think they're 1200 lumen equivalent. So they have 4 pins, but only 2 pins are active. They come with a little cap you pull off. Put one in backwards, see what happens.
You want to put one in backwards?
Yeah, flip it around.
All right. Well, you can try it real quick because they don't need to all be in.
Yeah.
Okay, try it.
At OGHQ, I made him take all the stickers off, but
They're up.
I don't think Ed's gonna care. Here you go, number 1.
Well, let's try it, see how much light there is.
Oh my word.
That's a ton of light compared to what we... Only 25. No.
So there's a ISO 500. So you can see the left side of the room versus the right side. It's so good. So much better. All right, so we're gonna repeat that procedure.
46 more times.
Now we only have 20.
20.
Light number 1. So we're gonna do 4. So we're gonna corner it up.
Okay.
And do one in each corner to see what we got.
And
we also bought some. I went and bought some 5000K, so it matches the same. See how the color temp difference between 27.
So these are LED retrofits that we can change at the same light color.
Oh, so if we leave these...
Whatever ones we
6.
leave, we'll retrofit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We clearly aren't going to put 12 of those fixtures in this room because it'll be as bright as the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a much.
You need some, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Fantastic.
Well, this is going to be easy to get you happy because this is the most basic part of the whole garage.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep working. So we're cornering up here. We're doing the 4 external lights just to see how bright it's going to be back here. Because just having the 2 alone is pretty stout. But you can see some shadowing. And so the question will be, what does it look like as we get the rest of the lights in here? I always tend to err on the side of having more light and less shadows. It's going to be interesting is where the stainless shelves are going to look pretty sick in here somewhere too. Are we talking too much while you're trying to calculate here?
Because this corner's here, to get the distance off of there, I'm going to have to run a straight edge.
Yeah, I'm glad we're doing the lighting first for just the video's sake.
Yeah. Plus, it's the most time-consuming thing.
Yeah.
Overhead works always takes longer. we hit a stud.
I'm gonna turn that light switch off. You going hot?
Nope, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm just getting everything ready to go. I gotta pull the wires out of here and everything.
If you die, then I'm not gonna be able to finish this.
All right.
Gonna have to go home empty-handed.
We also like you, but all the
But really, Mike, yeah. Much easier, thank you.
Gotta get them tight, so for when Ed gets some dual 18s in here,
Yeah, bumping the jams.
when he gets into car detailing next, and he's out here for hours at a time, with all his detailing supplies I've sent him, just wait till you see the Obsessed Garage bucket package that's in there. You're gonna be going crazy. You're gonna be so excited.
You might have to get a supplemental insurance plan for it, though.
It'll be the bucket of my mind.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah. I don't really want you to use it. I just want you to display it.
Just display, yeah, that's fair. I'm not sure I'm the greatest advocate for that side of it. Parking cool cars under your cool lights and on your cool floors in front of your cool cabinets.
That'll do it. Yeah. Everybody has their niche, you know?
So how many iterations of lights did it take to find this one?
I probably bought 5 or 6 different fixtures.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, these aren't the end all. These are just what exists.
Okay.
So the goal would be to make something recessed or like Tropper style, and it probably already does exist. But you know, lighting is so commercial heavy, especially this type of lighting, that access to it is kind of difficult. It's one of those things I just need to focus on, you know, a month or 2 on chasing it and visiting some companies and.
So these are LED CFL?
Correct.
No CFL. Just LED. Just LED. Ballastless LED is what they're called.
Yeah.
So they have a built-in ballast in each one of the.
So they're actually little diodes, you know, all the way across it, but then it's just frosted, so it looks.
So there's individual diodes throughout.
Right. They make these lights. Lots of companies make them where if it was clear, you would see 30 diodes from left to right.
Yep.
See this place from space.
All right, so we're gonna put in one of these little retrofits.
Oh, you want to do the retrofit, not the full 4-lamp fixture.
Yeah.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I misunderstood you. I thought you wanted to do the.
Oh, so much better. I feel like alive. I feel like I was dying inside a little bit for the last, this morning, all day. So this is a color switchable, color selectable, just, basic, generic LED. We would eliminate these fixtures altogether if we didn't already have holes. So we just want something to fill the hole that semi-matches the color. Because obviously the large high bay fixtures are going to completely overshadow whatever these.
Oh, so you can change the color?
Yeah, see this switch back here? So we're going to go to 5,000 Kelvin right there.
All the way.
All the way, because these are 5,000, so they'll match.
Gosh, just look at the quality of light difference in here.
It's amazing.
It's just little things like this just change. I guess
Honestly, when you started talking about the craziness of the difference of light, I thought why do I want my garage to look like a surgical suite?
Yeah, now you know. It almost looks like we cut the wall off and the sun is just pouring in here.
It makes sense now. Because even the showrooms that I've worked in weren't like this.
Yeah, it's too yellow.
I didn't have a reference for what pure white light everywhere would look like, but it is sweet.
So this in here, so this is the light. So this area is going to look just like that. We're going to do 3 on each side, and then we'll replace the same thing. We're going to replace the cans with a 5,000K can.
Okay.
And carrying out the symmetry of that wall really worked out well. That was an accident, by the way. We just happened to put one there.
They call it an excuse, right? But I like it. It's right.
All right, boys, I think we got it. The rest of our videos are going to look a little bit better. Yeah, so here, let me show you what we decided to do here. So we, you got some symmetry issues because of where the cans were and how we have to position. So we have 1, 2, so this takes care of the center of the room 3. It kind of carries the transition of the cutout here from the the well, the room with the well, and then again we did the commercial electric 5 and transition them to, or set them up at 5,000 Kelvin. So I think it looks pretty darn good. And so we have two fixtures. So we ended up with 5 of our 4 bulb LED fixtures in here. But what a darn difference, man. Looks like a completely new room. All right, so we're gonna swap out these fixtures. There's 4 recessed fixtures here. All right, so the ISO, so I'm not adjusting ISO here. So if I walk over to what we just did, all right, so this is what we just did. And ISO stays the same. I'm over here in transition. And so here is what it looks like now. So we're gonna take down the traditional fluorescents, put in our LED. Any difference in the install of these in this room? Same story?
Same story. We're just going to center it over the existing J boxes that are in here. So it should be pretty easy, actually.
So we're gonna see what's underneath here, so we can decide what to do about fixture type and where. Well, we're thinking with the ceiling height in here, we'll do some 4 bulb stuff.
Yeah, so we'll just use the same exact layout.
Yep. All right, so we put a 6 bulb here because I didn't have any I only had 3 4 bulbs left, but it just made sense to do the 4 bulbs in here. So we got 1 left. We're gonna do a 4 bulb, and then we'll be done with this room. So tomorrow we can clean it up, put the switch tracks down. Hopefully we'll get our scissor lift, and we'll call it part 2 of our lighting install. When we do the main area of the garage. We only have 2 fixtures to do on the other side. All right, that's a wrap for today. So these we did 6 bulb, 4 bulb, 4 bulb, 4 bulb. Not a huge transformation in this room because there was already 4,000 Kelvin bulbs in here, or so we were estimating. But we have a bit more symmetry. This is a bit much for in here. I would actually like 3 fixtures in here.
Oh, really?
But we already had 4, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does the job. Wasn't worth patching the ceiling, and we get a little bit of extra light. Just don't look up. Keep your eyes down. All right, man. Day 1. You don't look real sweaty.
That's, well, you guys.
Me and you both have done squat. Get in here, Mike.
Come on.
We got to wrap up day 1. So we did, I'd say 2/3 of the lighting.
Yeah, probably.
So we'll do the other single bay tomorrow. So we'll call it lighting episode 2. We had a lot of prep work to do today, checking inventory, make sure we had everything.
Yep,
we had to order a couple of parts.
That took a couple hours.
We had to run to Home Depot, get some tools.
Yep.
And then unboxing and we're making progress. So I think we're on track. We're on schedule. Maybe even a little ahead of schedule.
I think so, because we knocked that other garage out in an hour, do the lighting in there, and then we concentrate on this lighting.
Yeah.
And that's really the hard part.
Yeah.
Getting all that.
So then we'll probably have Maureen will start working on some of the flooring and stuff too.
Yep.
While we're actually me and her will be working on while you're up on the scaffolding, because I'm not going up there.
There you go.
I think Ed can do some flooring too. We can have him. He can be the head
Snapper.
stomper.
The head stomper.
The stand on things is really my gift.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Probably should have bought a longer straight edge, but that's all right. We'll make it work.
This is building a $50,000 garage on a budget.